You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. The LIRR is back to normal after a deadly accident disrupted service. A train struck a car last night near the Pine Lawn Station in East Farmingdale. The driver, who was the only one in the car, died. Officials say the train was going 80 miles per hour when a car came onto the tracks. The impact split the car in half and sparked a fire. No word yet on who the driver was. And Suffolk officials are calling for tougher laws to crack down on people who drive under the influence.
You need laws that will allow us to charge all drug driving, whether it's on an approved list or not.
The current law for drug driving only includes certain drugs. Now, if the drug someone is impaired with is not on the list, they cannot be charged. And a dolphin was spotted today in a Freeport canal. This video was taken off Dock Drive this afternoon, but the dolphin was also spotted in the Baldwin area. New York Marine Rescue is monitoring the dolphin's movements and will keep an eye on its health. Now, people are being told to stay away from the animal to make sure it stays safe. And hundreds gathered for Stations of the Cross reenactment today. A procession in central Islip drew more than 500 people. A parishioner dressed as Jesus and carried a large cross through the streets. There was another reenactment in Westbury which drew in a crowd of about 300. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Temps near the 70s. We have some clouds overhead, but it's going to be the pick of the week when it comes to great weather. Get outside if you can. The 7-day forecast is coming up in just a moment. Penn Station's $7 billion renovation plan is being taken over by Amtrak. Andrew Anger spoke to commuters about it.
Oh my, Penn Station was scary looking.
But now Abigail Katina says recent transformations at Penn have made her commute much better. However, a $7 billion possible expansion of the station that was in the works and was managed by multiple agencies will now be handled by Amtrak, according to the U.S. Transportation Secretary. But MTA CEO Jenna Lieber thinks the transit agency should continue to play a role for local commuters, adding, "As the major leaseholder in the station, we expect to participate in the administration's and Amtrak's efforts to ensure future plans meet the needs of everyone who uses it."
Now that Amtrak will be taking the lead on renovating Penn Station, there are some groups that hope their ideas to fix the station will now be considered.
Our vision is all about the light of day, and it will see the light of day.
Grand Penn Community Alliance Chief Architect Alexandros Washburn envisions a top-to-bottom change at Penn that would require demolishing and rebuilding Madison Square Garden, which is right above Penn Station.
We want to put the commuter first here, the commuter's point of view from the seat to the street.
I think it is a positive. I think we were going in reverse.
Samuel Turvey from Rethink NYC agrees that having a single governmental agency like Amtrak will help move renovations along. His organization, however, would improve commutes through Penn, but leave MSG alone.
I think if you really factor in all those costs in this environment, even if you had the will, it's going to be prohibitively expensive.
Newsday reached out to MSG for a comment but did not hear back. After the announcement that Amtrak was taking over, Governor Hochul issued a statement saying the use of federal funds will save New York taxpayers $1.3 billion that would have otherwise been necessary for this project. Whatever happens at Penn, commuter Arthur Rushforth just hopes service gets better.
More trains would definitely be worth the while.
In Manhattan, Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
Egg prices are reaching new highs just in time for Easter. Newsday business reporter Tori Parrish breaks down the costs and how Long Islanders are making it work.
So we're here at Stu Leonard's grocery store in Farmingdale today, talking to customers about what their Easter plans are. Egg prices, as we know, hit a record high in March of $6.23, which was 108% higher than March the year before. Wholesale cocoa prices are up 300% since July 2022. All of that affects what kids get in their Easter baskets. It affects Easter egg hunts, even affects Easter dinner. Most customers we talked to said that things will go as planned because they want to keep those traditions going for their children.
We still want to keep the tradition and everything, so I know eggs are expensive, but it's not affecting us like that.
Especially at Easter time, I like to decorate eggs with my grandkids, so you can't really put a price on memories.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Islanders save on their energy bills for over 20 years.
I think after 82 games, 6 months, you know what the Knicks are. But for the Knicks, nothing is going to be proven until we see what they do in the playoffs. That's really where we know if the price they paid to get Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, the contract that they provided for OG Anunoby, make it all worthwhile to surround Jalen Brunson with the pieces that they believe can bring them further than they've been. This year, the challenge starts with the Detroit Pistons, and the Pistons are sort of a mirror image of what the Knicks were a few years ago, a young, hardworking, physical upstart team. So I think what the Knicks have to do this year is show not only that they can get past that second round, but that they can get past the team that is sort of what they were before.
I think whoever we're playing, we always try to win. So I don't think we think of it like that. We just want to win the game. Doesn't matter who we're playing.
Luckily, we've had some guys that's been in the playoffs, been in finals, Western Conference Finals, stuff like that. So we all know what the playoffs takes, and we're picking up the preparation mentally, physically.
For 2 days, the Knicks have talked about that they have to not only match the physical play of the Pistons, but exceed it. We'll see if the lessons of a week spent preparing for it can change them into some measure of the team they were in the past. This is Steve Popper for Newsday Sports, reporting from Knicks practice site.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
I'm outside of Phil's Pizza and Restaurant in Syosset to check out this viral Nutella pizza.
I have these foodies come from time to time. They would take pictures of the food and, different stuff like that. And when they were finished one night, this one girl comes up to me. She goes, "Oh my God," she goes, "do you have like a dessert you can make us?" So I happen to have Nutella here, some chocolate chip cookies, and I had rainbow cookies. So I made the pie. That was on my Instagram from like 5 years ago. And some girl called her about a month ago. She goes, "I saw on your Instagram you made this rainbow cookie pie like 5 years ago. Would you make it for me?" And she comes to pick up the pie, and it wasn't her, it was her mother. She goes, "She's huge on TikTok. You're gonna be selling a lot of these pies." I've never ate it.
You've never ate it?
I've had pizza with Nutella on it, but not this particular pizza.
You've never taken a bite of this one?
Never. Got the Nutella, just pour it on. Now what I do is I cut these all in slivers. I'm gonna give you a few of these.
All right.
I usually make sure every slice has one full cookie like
right
that.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. I take my spatula and I cut where the line is.
To Anthony, making a great viral pizza. The crust is so crispy.
Yep.
You get the texture of the Nutella, which is nice and droopy. You get a little softness from the cookie.
Only at Phil's in Syosset.
Only at Phil's in Syosset. It was really good. All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast, shall we? And like I said, this weekend is going to be a dream. 70 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday. And next week, we do have a little bit of rain, but check out those temps. They're going to be in the 60s, so that is always good news. Happy Easter if you celebrate.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. I'm Ken Bufa. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend.